Hey old brothers and sisters, I don't even know what to say with coming back to this game. Oh, this has been a weird experience so far. And yeah, now Sayori's all glitched and fucked and actually gone because her character file's been deleted. But okay, let's push on. I don't know what's going on with this menu. I really have no idea. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, well this is encouraging. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. So this is starting back from where the game begins. That girl is my neighbour and good friend since we were children. Okay, I'm going to be interested to see how things are going to develop from here on out. I'm not going to kind of completely reread everything that's already been said. Oh, this is strange to see everything kind of like distorted. Okay, ooh. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Right, I'm gonna bring myself in a little closer, because I feel like I'm leaning in too much. Right. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. So all knowledge of Sayori is now being erased. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to be roped into the literature club and then moving on to see whatever the fuck's going to happen from there. I don't know. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably have been too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Meat shield? Oh, God, fucking Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. I'm so very confused. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. So this is what happened when we were reintroduced to Monica in like the first run through, when we meet up with her in the literature club. Right, okay, she's beautiful, smart, athletic, completely out of my league. So having a smile at me so genuinely feels a little glitchy. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Dun dun dun! There we go, we've got an introduction to it. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Well, we had a little bit of kind of arguing about preparing for the events, but I don't know. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it, which is very admirable. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Fuck. Oh, things are getting nice and creepy. I think I'm liking this. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Yeah, 3. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not really boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. Well, you know, it kind of is literature with pictures. You know, picturature. That doesn't work at all. I don't know why I tried. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? True. Did Monica say she? Starting to show a little interest now, aren't we? Hey, Meat Shield. Hello. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so. But in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Haha, awesome. You're really sweet, Meat Shield, you know that? Oh, thanks. It's nothing, really. Blush. Fuck it, I'm off. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Ooh, I'm more important than construction paper and markers. That's just made my day. It really has. Thank you, Monica. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile, as opposed to Sayori and a cupcake. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Yeah, we've read all that before. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Hey, whoa. Oh, this is... I have no idea when to expect any of these kind of glitches and jitters. This is a very good game for kind of keeping you on the edge of your seat with this sort of stuff. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Meat Shield. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! I don't know why I'm devolving into Aid Edmondson. I feel like I'm just slowly turning into Eddie from Bottom. Full of incredibly cute girls! I'll pop down the pub. Right. Hello to Mel Corey. Act 2 is a bundle of joy. Oh, I'm so excited. I really am. Like, the last week's stream, obviously, things with Sayori happened, and yeah, the realization of, like, you know, what happens to her actual character file was insane. Right. So let me guess, girl number 2. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Or is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Probably. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, Yuri's vice president this time. It's nice to meet you. Is she busy trying to rise in the ranks? Is Yuri the one that's behind the whole thing? Is she, you know, is she the one who's been glitching with the Matrix or something? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Meat Shield in the classroom, and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, make cupcakes. I could go for some cupcakes. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. When you come sit down, Meat Shield? Well, I'll sit down, and you can make some tea, but I'm going to enjoy my coffee. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Right, Yuri's going off to go and make tea. Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Good. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Oh, that's me, apparently. It must be hard to start a new club. Must be hard. Yep, let's get the manly voice out. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Well, fingers crossed. I mean, I don't know, so far it seems like the club has been shrinking. Right, Natsuki? Oh, speaking of shrinking, there's the little one. Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Okay, great. Right, you keep a whole tea set, blah blah blah. Yes, we've had all of this stuff before. I'm wondering, like, how mad things are going to get. A cup of tea and a good book. Yeah, I guess. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Right, she smiles to herself in relief. So, Micho, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read, yeah, this is all very similar stuff to what went on last time. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Maybe that's why she got rid of Sayori. I don't know. I'm speculating right now. I have no idea. But you know, I like a lot of things. Do you? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, it's remarkable. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Again, drawing parallels to what's going on. I'm really not sure if I trust Yuri anymore. I don't know. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. She might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? As if a story makes me think... Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. That is a very good aspect of a good book. That's what I do like about some of the books that I've read. There have been books that have been an absolute slog to get through, and there have been others that have started as a slog, and then I've not been able to put down, and they're just incredible. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, it just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Well, it's because you're all pink and you like manga and fluffy kittens, isn't it? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Oh, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, we're getting back around to doing the poems again. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably... Oh, fuck. What did I do? Oh. Apparently right-clicking gets rid of the text box. I just kind of... My right hand just kind of spazzed out for a minute. Don't know what happened. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President, after all. Yes, you did. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Meat Shield? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, yeah, there's that anime club. Which is just probably going to be the only one that's going to take my fancy. I lose my train of thought. I don't know, there's things to take my fancy here as well, I guess. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Meat Shield. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Oh, okay. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seemed pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I pay in order to spend it every day with these beautiful girls... Right! Okay, I've decided then. Good. I'll join the literature club. Oh, God. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Meat Shield? Yes, I do. I really am slipping into just Aid Edmondson character. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Yeah, me too. Meat Shield, I'm so happy. Oh, good. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I know. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? I'm not sure how much I should read into that, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Meat Shield, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Atsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of those girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, here we go, poem time. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Okay. Why does this make me uneasy? Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Okay. I love you. Okay. I don't trust this. What's going to happen? Okay. Nothing happened with that, and that's really unnerved me. Okay, Let's write ourselves a poem. Passion. Adventure. Sensation. Starscape. Ooh. Melancholy. Games. Universe. Empty. Uncontrollable marriage. Uncontrollable marriage. Extraordinary cheeks. Whirlwind shopping. I'm just having fun putting words together now. After image. Sadness. Uncanny. Journey. Variance. Horror. Oh, Yuri's gonna like this one. Oh. I just got a text document come up in my folder. Alright, let me... Can I shift this around so we can get it on the screen? Oh, this is weird. This is very weird. I don't like this. Okay, game, you're gonna disappear for now. Right, I just got a text document saying, can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality, is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Oh, what the fuck? It's clearly a poem. Of some sort of, like, regard. I don't quite know. No, I'm looking for that one. Thank you. Okay. What the hell? This is interesting, and I don't quite know what to make of it. Okay, hi again, Meat Shield. Hello. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me. Yeah, strange is the word, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Against my better judgment. I was the last to come in... I thought the music was going weird for a second. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Ah, Yuri, what? Why? Don't do that shit. Thanks for keeping your promise, Meat Shield. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It's not too overwhelming a commitment, but it might be slightly overwhelming. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, good God, Natsuki, why? Why would you do that? Just, no, don't. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, why are you in front of the text box? I can't read this now. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Yeah, the music's doing this weird kind of loop. Like, where the actual loop of the music doesn't match up. So as the track is finishing, where it's meant to loop back round again smoothly, it doesn't. It's jarring. I'm sorry, Meat Shield. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Oh, well, thank you. Yuri shoots Nasuki with a disappointing glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, we'll see. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, and I am most certainly not getting out of it. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I think the fact that the whole room has kind of, you know, it's got that kind of, oh, what's it termed in cinematography? Dutch angles, where it's kind of like on a slant, and it's, yeah, it's starting to feel kind of claustrophobic. Yeah, what is with that change in the music? It's just so odd. Right, okay. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yeah, she's very cute, except for the fact that her face likes to flicker out and distort. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh god, we're back to normal on the angle at the very least. The music is just, it's fucking with my head. It's really weird. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing how it made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah, I've heard this story before. Whether in-game me remembers at all or not, I don't know. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Right, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Just a bit. And I'm pretty sure that's not what you told me about the book last time. I don't know. Right, that's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Meat Shield? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories. Don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Yeah. Relatable. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah. What was with the death metal vocals there, Yuri? What was going on with that? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. I like a girl who can growl. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should tell you that I know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body... Ooh, fuck. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Okay, that's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Ah, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! Ugh. Fuck! I mean, you don't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling. Oh, fuck. Oh, I want to go back and read it. It sounds so mad. Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I can always check the history... Oh, right, okay. Ooh, cool. Right, Right. Oh, no. It doesn't actually save those bits. Yeah, it doesn't save the kind of the distorted, fucked up stuff. Oh, very clever game. Very clever. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. What's gonna happen here? It was something about a knot, wasn't there? So can I undo, like, something? I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Yeah, hi, Yuri. Hi. I'm not sure how I feel about sitting here anymore. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Nope, not in the slightest. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Well, thank you. My stamina's not quite what it used to be. It's probably the least I can do. Since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? Oh, you fucking mad face. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Why, was there something else? Okay, sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. It's just a book. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Meat Shield, did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. I've not got a fucking clue, Monica. Like, could somebody clue me in as to what's going on with Yuri? She seems like a bit of a mad bitch, if you ask me. She was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. We were reading a book. Nothing. Oh, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. At least you didn't do that bastard thing of folding over a page and ruining it. Right, who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Natsuki, I guess. A little bit of coffee just to soothe the old throat. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I don't know. Maybe. I'll pass, actually. Yeah, thanks. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Yep, there we go. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yep. Fucking dreadful. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Excuse me. Right, yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. Yeah, this is all the same as last time. Oh, it's got, like, skip. Right, okay, so I can skip all the nonsense that I've not seen before. Or that I have seen before, I guess. I did see something flicker up in my top left corner of the screen, though. So I'm kind of concerned that I might have missed something, but I don't think it would have skipped things that I hadn't already seen. I don't know. Right, Monica. Hello. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Yeah, because I can't skip this bit. So this is new. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Oh, it's just a notification. Oh, thanks for that. Right. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Meat Shield. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Meat Shield. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Yes, that, what was it, unrecognizable marriage or whatever it was that I went with. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. It's how I live my life. And I'm pretty sure I said that last time I said that as well. I don't know. Ugh. Try words. Come on, words. Let's try. Huh. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Likes that kind of writing, right? Right. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. I know people like that. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Ah, Dragster, good evening, my friend. How are you? Shit's mad here. It's getting really weird. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! She opens the door just like, I have arrived! Fuckers. I'm back. Yes, you are. Did I miss anything? No, you didn't. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Going down the artsy route again, Monica. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Right, okay, so this is all stuff that I can just skip. So I'm going to do... Right, I see, it said skipping. Right, who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. What the fuck's going to happen with you? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Right, this is all stuff I can skip as well. I want to try and get to... That skipped an awful lot. But I'm assuming I didn't have to worry about it. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Oh, that first... With this piece, the first bit of the flute was off-key. Ah, Oh, this game is doing such a good job of fucking with my head. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Every time the music changes a little bit, I'm very cautiously listening to it. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. They're gonna swap faces or something. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Hey? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. You've seen many Let's Plays and played it yourself and it still catches you off guard. Today has been really... No, that one was fine. I'm just... I don't know what to make of this anymore. I really don't. No, she returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Meat Shield did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. And once you start listening for it, it's not there. Yeah, that's the thing, like, now that I'm kind of second-guessing each bar of music, it sounds fine. This is a very deceptive game, and I really like it. Like, when I first started this, I didn't quite know what I was getting myself into. And now, it's incredible. I'm captivated. I just don't know what's going to happen from here. Which I haven't yet. And Meat Shield liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up, killing the music in the process. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Meat Shield appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Meat Shield started showing up. That line still makes me laugh. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch. Oh. Edgy? Okay. Sorry that my lifestyle is so too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Oh, God. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? What's going on? I'm so disturbed. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? I speculated on that in the last stream, like last week. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Meatshield hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Meatshield, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... Oh, fuck. I don't know what any of that said. I don't know what to click. Oh, God. Yuri. Let's see. I'm... Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I don't know what it's doing. Why... Ah, fuck! Hi, Monica. How are you? Nice to see you. You having a nice Wednesday? You know, I've had better. Okay. Thank you for interrupting everything. Hey, Meatshield, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Oh, the text is working its way around you, as though you have completely interrupted everything. Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody decided to glitch the fuck out. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Okay. Yeah. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. There's a weird angle for your head to be at. I'm not used to it. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Okay. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Meatshield, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. What are you going to do, like a factory reset on her or something? Completely. That's just ominous. Oh, Monica, I don't like you anymore. I'm not sure if I ever really did, but right now, fuck. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Oh, sorry. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Okay, this is weird. Monica is really quite scary. I definitely don't trust her. Alright, we'll catch you in a bit, Dragster. I'll be here, I think. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Meatshield. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But... Oh, no! Fuck this. Okay, this is... Okay. Broken. I'm just going to get myself through this poem section, then I'm going to go for a quick little break, I think. And then we'll come back and do another couple of days of this, hopefully. Entropy, existence, unstable, games, Marriage, grief, nibble. Marriage, grief, nibble. Sunset. Climax. What? Oh! Oh, I shouldn't have clicked it. I shouldn't have clicked it. A tone. Disaster. Inferno. Oh, I should have clicked on boop. I like boop. Boop's good. Tenacious. Melody. Unrestrained marshmallow. Oh. Oh, I have got the chills right now. This is determination and fantasy. Oh god, I got another text document. Okay, we're gonna go to settings. Okay, I got another text file. Just called I.txt. I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this game? Oh, I don't know, it's giving me the fucking shivers. Right, I'm gonna go away for a couple of minutes, and I will be right back, so don't go anywhere, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, brothers and sisters. I will be back very, very soon, so go and grab yourselves a drink. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, let's get back to this. Let's see what's going on. Alright, another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Meat Shield. No glitches this time, I hope. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Okay, are we gonna get some sort of explanation? I hope. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Something's way off. Maybe we were all just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it came down to. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there is no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Meat Shield, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Well, I'm second-guessing myself right now. You know. Not sure whether it was a wise decision or not. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. And... Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. So, has Natsuki genuinely got no memory of what happened yesterday? Because I'm kind of feeling like that might be a thing. Also, her eyes look very odd. They kind of look like Pokeballs. I don't know what's going on there. You're back and in time for more shit hitting more fans. Yay. Okay. Right. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah. Like, has she genuinely, like, had her brain wiped or something? Like, complete hard drive reset? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
I feel like kind of, death metal demon voice is probably the most appropriate thing for that. Whether it works or not, and whether I'm actually warmed up enough to be able to do it properly is another matter. But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Either. What was that? What was either? Trying to say either and either at the same time. It just comes out as either. Natsuki turns to me. Is she gonna stare into my soul and pull it out through my teeth? You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Suddenly Monika's turned into Brian Blessed. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Well, at least that's consistent over the two various playthroughs. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Meat Shield. Monica smiles sweetly, and everybody just gets thrown backwards into the cupboard. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us had talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Oh yeah, she did get flung into it. Meat Shield. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Kind of. I mean, excitable. You know, it's no bad thing, I guess. I'm sorry, my heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. Just sit down and slow your breathing. That might help. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Well, I am English. Tea is the liquid of life, or something to that effect. I don't know. I drink far more coffee than tea these days, but I still enjoy a good cuppa. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Hello, King Chaos! King Chaos Roja, I think? Hello, welcome. Right. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. You know all the secrets, do you? Oh, this is my first time playing through it, so please no spoilers, but hopefully, well, things are already interesting, but I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. Okay. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I'm not sure what to make of all this sort of stuff. If there's any type of piano playing, that means Monica is there or watching. Oh, because of her saying that she was practicing piano. Very clever. I'm going to keep an eye out, or keep an ear out, for that. No, I've been noticing... Yeah, I don't consider that a spoiler. I think that's really cool. We've been picking up on various different little things, like some of the odd things to do with the music. We were talking about them about half an hour ago. And it's been catching me off guard. I hadn't spotted that piano only appears when Monica's around. I'm gonna be very watchful for that one. Right, she walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out the classroom. I don't know if I'd consider it a spoiler. Wait, has anybody died yet? Sayori's gone. And things have started getting glitchy and weird. Right. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. There's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, I see what you mean about the piano. Now that Monica's in a separate room, we've got a wall between us. The piano's muted. Oh, very clever game. I really like this. Right, let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha! What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. Oh, right. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Oh. Oh, Yuri. Oh, like I said, I kind of took a guess at that last week. I think when she came round to do the banner. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. That was weird. That's... Alright, I'm back. Fuck, that completely just rewound time before I left the room. Oh. Thanks for waiting patiently. Michio, do you like oolong tea? I can't say I've ever tried it. Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. That's a little over boiling point. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. 200 Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah. That's a very good point. So, oh yeah, what's 200 Fahrenheit going to be? For... I suppose that probably would be close to about, well, 100 degrees C, probably. I don't know. I might Google that. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let's see. Let's put 200. That's not even boiling point. That's 93 degrees Celsius. That's not the boiling point of water. 12 Fahrenheit below boiling. That's, not really. Oh, it's 12 F below boiling. 212. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright, well, that was a nice deviation, going off to Google. Right, Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. We've got to have exactly 6. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Okay. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Oh, Yuri. Oh, that Yuri. Well, nobody does drink boiling tea. You sit there and you wait for it for a bit. You gotta let it cool down. You don't just drink it when it's straight out the kettle. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Meat Shield. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Meat Shield, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. Oh, yeah, I think I can empathise there. Yeah. Meat Shield needs a brand new back, you know, all that sort of stuff. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Is it the big old boobs? I think it's the big old boobs. That's probably what it is. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, that's it. That's exactly why. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Hashtag big boob problems. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. Oh, that's nice. Yuri route in both acts. Yeah, I went down, like, the Yuri route on the first act, anyway. And it seems to be going this way this time as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Well, yeah, you're going to be holding the book, and it's just like, fucking, like that, isn't it? There's something like to that effect. Cringe warning ahead. Oh, dear. Okay. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Beg your pardon. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Hey, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if like she needs to confirm what just happened. Meat shield. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's gone deathly silent. Ooh, okay. Oh, God, chat is lighting up. Yeah, it's more fun to watch the surprise. And hello to Assassin Blaster. Hello. Right-click hides the UI. Yeah, I do know that. Is there something that I'm meant to be doing with hiding the UI? Okay, Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Meat shield? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. The worst thing to happen! Meat shield, what are we doing? Are you dragging me into the closet? Into the cupboard? I think she did. My heart won't stop pounding, Meat shield. Oh, God, yeah, the cringe is just coming on strong now, isn't it? I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Meat shield? Can you feel the love tonight? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Yes! We touched boob! Okay, now that's not a comfortable sound. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm totally losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. Are you having a stroke or a heart attack or something? I just want to look at you. Not like that, please. Oh, God. Yuri, you're kind of freaking me out. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not sure if I've been cock-blocked or if I've been saved. It's time to share poems. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm going to show my poem to Monica because she fucking saved my life. Meat Shield, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. You're very aware, aren't you, of everything. Are you like Sans from Undertale? Are you like the Sans of this game, where you kind of bounce around between realities or whatever? I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Okay. That's alarming. Cock-blocked or saved? You say both. Yeah, fuck. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Yeah, okay. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. Okay. I mean, to each their own, obviously. You know, I'm not going to argue with any of that sort of stuff, but... It gets graphic, I mean bloody. Right, But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. Well, I suppose you could say that, yes, but it's not out of deliberance. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. Oh, good. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that will probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and know how to treat my club members. A little bit harsh there, Monica, don't you think? But anyway... Oh, I haven't been keeping an eye on my, No, we're fine on the, actual, source file. Right, yeah, we will be keeping an eye on you, Chaos. If you do go about spoiling things too much, then... we'll have to do something about it. Just try and leave things, you know, nice and comfortable for everybody that's here as well. I'm not keeping a serious eye on everything, but... But anyway. You want to read my poem now? Right. Yeah, I am keeping an ear out on the music. And yeah, there's no flute. So whatever's going on with Yuri, she's not paying attention right now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Yeah, it's Monica's poem, so it's all just piano. How did I not notice on it? Okay, thank you, Dragster, and thank you to Chaos as well. Save me. The colours, they won't. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent... Delete her. I'm pretty sure this is the poem that she showed me before, but there's obvious bits missing. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know how to interpret that. Stuff about the flute and trumpet isn't official nor true. I saw that! I saw you, Monica. I saw you glitch out on me. Don't you look at me like that as if it didn't happen. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Okay. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. Right, let's talk to Natsuki. Yeah, we'll go Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. I don't know, I think the music side of things is on point, because when you get round to reading people's poems, it does kind of highlight certain instruments. And it's always those instruments that are associated with these poems. So I think that does make sense, and for all the little intricacies... I mean... Actually, yeah, the flute is in here with this one. Whether that may indicate something to do... Oh, wait. No, because this one had, like, the real sort of... interesting interpretation of, society, like, and its opinion of people with weird interests. You know, with it having a very much of a similarity to something that Yuri would have written. I don't know, this seems like a game that doesn't do things by coincidence. Everything feels very deliberate. Right, is there anything different in this? No, I think that one's the same. Right, not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yeah, I don't know. It might just be the soundtrack. But I don't know. We'll see how things develop as the game continues. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Is this not something I can skip because I've been through all this sort of stuff before? Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Well, there's not exactly much of a pool that you could go about. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. It's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Okay, thanks for that. Respect whammon. Always, definitely, yeah. I respect whammon. But can you do this? Right. I guess we've only got one person left to show a poem to. So, Yuri, I've been waiting for this. I bet you have. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Meat Shield. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. And I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's just so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Meat Shield. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Not more of the heart pounding again. You're gonna go back into the cupboard again. Them PewDiePie memes. I don't know, if I had, you know, if I could afford the $3.99, I probably would buy one of his chairs. Who knows? I really want to do this. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Meat Shield? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Only $3.99. Read this poem! Only $3.99! Okay. Let's read this. Oh, fucking Christ. Yuri, your handwriting is lovely, but... Fuck me, I can't read it. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world. This one I haven't read before. A thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming it with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Fuck. Poem, Milk Galaxy Suicide Darkness. I love it. Yeah, very abstract. 10 out of 10. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. I quite like, where was it? A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. I like that one. That's a good tongue twister. Right. Let's see what you got to say about that. Doesn't really matter what it's about, doesn't it? I thought it did. Yeah. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. What? On my pen? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping. Okay. I just really like the way that it writes. Okay, Yuri, I started out this game, like, really liking you, and thinking, like, out of all of the ones, you were the one I had the most interest in, and oh dear, this is just getting weird now. So I wrote this poem with it. Hello to Game Rights Vids on Game Right Vids 1 on Twitch. Welcome to the madness. I am dying inside. Blind run, yes, this is my first run through of the game. Currently on Act 2, I think. And I've done... Apparently everybody on YouTube is currently lighting up with, like, freaking out, and I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... I don't know, Yuri, what did you just... Because I'm really quite scared for my life right now. You taking my pen home and most likely sitting there sniffing it while you write poems with it. I don't know what you're doing. You're just busy nibbling on the end or something. Oh, God. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? I don't know, maybe Monica can rewind time again. Going back to playing Life is Strange. You can keep the poem, though. Oh, thanks. Oh, God, I've unlocked another special poem. Would I like to read this one? Don't click that mouse. Yeah, only sniffing. It seems to be, anyway. Alright, let's read this special poem. That's not a poem. That's a garbled mess of Monica. Oh, what? I think my mouse cursor is a bit of Sayori's face. Oh, God, I'm concerned. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Oh, God, we still haven't even ended the day. We have some... Oh, God. Alright, my mouse is back. Okay. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Yeah, I think that was Sayori. Whatever must be left of her, at the very least. Jeez. It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Meat Shield joined, and we started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Have I checked the background? What, as in the background of the game? I haven't, no. Oh, have I been missing stuff in the background as well? Because I've been really struggling just to keep track of everything that changes in, like, the game folder and everything else. Now, don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? There's some stuff back there. Okay, I don't know how I can check it, but I'll see what I can do when the foreground clears up a little bit. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. Again, Monica. Ominous. Have you heard of this word before? It's a literature club, so you should have. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. What you're going to say is Monica's hair. Alright, leave it at that then, and we'll try and keep an eye on things. Right, Meat Shield? Oh, come on. This is most definitely no ordinary dating simulator. You can't take advantage of Meat Shield to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. I know how to say no. Oh, God. I don't like it when the music disappears. It makes me uneasy. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Meatshield joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Meatshield isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options for once. Okay, Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Meatshield want to get more members too. Yeah, and now it's just getting all kind of somber and... Okay. Right? Yuri is unsure. So am I, apparently. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Meatshield, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of this, anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Protagonist kind of sucks. Yeah. I'm kind of ashamed that I named him after myself. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Meatshield, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. So I'm getting the feeling that... So we twigged that Sayori was suffering with chronic depression. Yuri is a self-harmer. And I think Natsuki comes from presumably a broken or abusive home. And as for Monica, she is an overarching, or she is some sort of biomechanical overlord who is there to delete or edit anything that she sees fit. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
Fuck. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Ah! Okay, fucking creepy glitchy Yuri is creepy and glitchy. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Meatshield? What do you want to get out of this club? Oh, I wanted to get my dick wet, but apparently that's not happening anymore because everyone's fucking mental. Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. Oh, did I do a bad with that line? My bad. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Oh, Yuri, why were you just crying blood? You're still crying blood. That's... I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. No, you might want to get this checked out. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Hey? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. But Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Meat Shield? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Meat Shield before we leave. Okay. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. Okay. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Why do I feel uneasy? I know why I feel uneasy. It's because it's Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah! Phew. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Meat Shield, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Background, I see you going all fuzzy on me. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. Oh, why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? What's happening? And I really do care about you, you know. Don't like the silence there, Monica. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. Are you sure about that? I really don't think you're a real person. I think you're a robot. And a not very convincing one at that. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. You sure about that? I think you fully intended to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! What? Ooh, that was weird. She was aware of what was happening as it was fading out. Yeah, she is like the, you know, kind of the Sans/Deadpool. She's fully aware of what's going on. Oh, this is mad. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to wrap things up fairly soon. I'm gonna get through this this poem bit, get us back into school, and then I'm gonna have to save, and we'll come back to this next week because I've got an early start tomorrow, so I can't be up much later than this. Right, so I guess extraordinary. Did I just see Sayori just? Ooh. Friends. Oh god, what words would 111 out of 20? Pleasure. Aura. Pure. journey. Doki Doki. What's going on with the numbers? I don't know. That was a white bow. Was that Monica trying to jump in? Okay. Why was she trying to jump in here? Ambient. Determination. Infinite. Comfort. Excitement. I saw her again. So she's trying to jump into this. That's fucking weird. Infallible summer. Fluffy... Oh, hello. Depression. Fluffy depression. The best kind of depression. Analysis. Socks. Secretive. Vacation. Okay. That was weird. But I am going to wrap things up here for today. I do have to wind things down. That, I think that was Sayori. Like, whatever's left of her. Which I'm granted is not going to be much. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Or this stream, at the very least. I will be back with more of this next Wednesday. And God knows what the hell is going to happen with it. So make sure you either follow me on Twitch, or if you subscribe to me here on YouTube, then you'll be able to follow along with the rest of this. Follow me on Twitch for more dedicated live streams. I've just finished going through StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. Been going back through the campaign, and I will be... I think by the end of this week, I might be starting Legacy of the Void. I haven't played it yet. I've had it for well over a year, and I haven't actually got around to playing it yet, so... I'm thinking I might do it as a dedicated live stream on Twitch to replay through the campaign, or to play through the campaign for the first time. But by all means, do follow me on Twitch for dedicated live streams that won't necessarily be appearing in full on YouTube. And yeah, subscribe on YouTube for daily Let's Plays, monthly metal covers, vlogs, and all that other stuff. StarCraft 1 better than StarCraft 2. I don't know. They both have their merits. They're both good. They both have like kind of fallbacks and stuff. But I thoroughly enjoy StarCraft 2 for the story. StarCraft 1 is always going to have a fantastic place in my heart as well. But yeah, all the links down below both of these videos on whatever platform you're watching will link you to my all my social media profiles and all that sort of stuff. If you really want to support me further than a subscription or a follow, you can support me on Patreon, where there are various different rewards for you as well. But I'm going to wrap things up and just say thank you again for watching this stream and for keeping me company tonight. It's been loads of fun, and thank you to everybody who's been active in the chat. But I'll leave things off here and just say thank you once again for watching, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off.